When Marissa Mayer took over as CEO in 2012, Yahoo had fallen far from its glory days, and hopes were high that the former Google executive could restore its lost charm. Instead, what was once the biggest name on the internet has been dismantled and auctioned off. Besides its online business, Yahoo owns patents, brick-and-mortar assets, and a stake in Chinese internet giant Alibaba. On Tuesday, Verizon Wireless completed the acquisition of the internet business. What remains behind is a stock holding company. Now that the core business is gone, Mayer is also leaving. Her farewell note to co-workers highlights Yahoo's achievements during her tenure, but even her parting words are not free of controversy. Her letter, called Nostalgia, Gratitude and Optimism, points out that Yahoo became one of just 3 companies to boast 1 billion monthly users. What she didn't mention was that Yahoo suffered the world's biggest ever security breach. It affected 1 billion of its users. She mentions higher investment in the search engine and other businesses, but not how Yahoo still became virtually irrelevant in the online search market. Mayer is walking away with $260 million in stocks and cash. Meanwhile, shareholders have seen their wealth shrink to 1/3 of what it was 17 years ago. Little wonder then that few, if any of them, are feeling the gratitude and optimism mentioned in Mayer's farewell note. Mubin Nasir, TRT World.
Well, our editor-at-large, Craig Kapitas, joins us from Paris now. Craig, $260 million. Was she worth it?
Oh, they should have doubled it. If she was a man, they probably would have tripled it. She was worth every penny.
Really? I'm sorry, but when I look up her name on Google, which I did, of course, for the point of research, it comes under top 5 mistakes management, top 10 mistakes management, top 20 mistakes management. Let's go through them. Leadership. She really made women's lives look a bit harder, really, with this 2 weeks maternity leave situation.
Piffle.
Revenue plummeted. Couldn't compete with Facebook and Google for eyeballs. She ignored security. She wasn't. One of the biggest hacks of all time happened under her. 1 billion accounts hacked. Verizon got a massive discount.
Change your internet account to Google.
And approach to growth reliant on acquisitions, terrible acquisitions, which lost a lot of money. Why is she worth $260 million? I don't get it.
Because the market cap of Yahoo went from $18 billion to $51 billion when the sale happened. And although there's all this talk that there was a drop in shareholder value, it actually reached a lot of highs during her tenure. Marissa Mayer returned $10 billion in cash to shareholders. The company, as it is now, retains 122 million shares of Alibaba, Silk Road into China there. Now, she also did another great thing that big corporations like. She asset stripped. She made for the company in the neighborhood of $800 million by selling off real estate and selling off non-core patents. In the United States of America, on Wall Street, corporations, not Silicon Valley perhaps, but corporations in Wall Street think quarter to quarter. And Marissa Mayer made a lot of money for a lot of people. And that's what
but how did she leave the company?
Yahoo.com?
But how did she leave the company? People made money, but is Yahoo really...
She left with...
No, come on, Craig. Yahoo is not the face of the future, is it?
It was never the face of the future when Marissa Mayer came in there. I remember that day very well. Yahoo was going down the tubes when Marissa came in.
And
what they brought in
carried on going down the tubes. It's past tense now.
Well, hey, they still retain 122 million shares of Alibaba.
And what about all the other...
That's what's important.
Okay, what about all the other acquisitions that nobody remembers then? Dozens of them. Tumblr, Bread, whatever that was.
Hey, all CEOs make mistakes. If the institutional investors did not like how Marissa was managing the company, which all is about zeros, it's not about whether your internet is being hacked. Let's be real here, Matthew. They would have gotten rid of her long ago. A market cap from 18 to $51 billion. That is pretty darn impressive.
So you're a bottom line
and if you have
kind
to
of guy.
asset strip along the way,
well, I don't
this
know.
is how markets think. This is how markets think. You want to know how the 1% think, Matthew? This is how the 1%
We finally
think.
got to the nub of it. The truth of it is not building up a great company, but making sure everyone gets a good payday. All right, Craig Peters, thank you so much in Paris as ever.